What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Double Dribble and another episode of our 2022 NBA Draft Player Breakdown series. In today's episode, we have a great breakdown of another international big man that kind of fits that ideal big man role in today's NBA, just that lob threat and defensive presence down in the paint, protecting the rim. And that player that we'll be covering today is Khalifa Diop. He is a 6'11", 230-pound center from Spain. I'm sorry if I pronounce this wrong, but he plays for Gran Canaria over in Spain. And he is projected to be kind of a late second-round pick in this year's NBA draft. But I have read some things on him that people think that he'd be a steal for a player to be drafted at one of the last picks in the second round of this year's draft. Like I said, he kind of is that ideal big man in today's NBA. But let's go ahead and look at some of his strengths. So looking at some of Khalifa Diop's strengths, I kind of already mentioned this in the introduction, but Khalifa is kind of an ideal big man in today's NBA. He's 6'11", 230 pounds. He's got a good frame on him. He also has a 7'2" wingspan, so he's got long arms. Like I said, 6'11", 230. He's got broad shoulders. Got just kind of the ideal size, frame and length of an NBA center in today's NBA. Along with that, he's a good athlete. He's got really solid footwork. He's got pretty good touch around the rim. But really, the main thing with him, and kind of like a couple other big guys in this year's NBA draft, is he's kind of that ideal lob threat big man. Screen and roll, catch lobs, kind of sit in that dunker spot, and either get drop-offs or lobs and finish it around the rim. And then on the defensive side of the ball, he is a really good shot blocker. Uses length well, stays out of foul trouble for the most part, and really protects the rim on the defensive side of the ball. But like I said, I think that he fits in that ideal role of kind of the lob threat, pick and roll, catching the lobs, and then really when he gets the ball around the rim, whether it be off a drop off, and a post move, or offensive rebound, he really tries to dunk everything. I mean, watching his highlights, he's trying to hammer everything. It seems like he's just angry at the rim, honestly, with how hard he dunks. Some of these dunks that players would kind of just put in the rim, he's trying to hammer them home and take down the rim. So that is, something that teams would love. Someone that's going to go up with power, not try, go and finesse it around people. Just go right over top of them and dunk it, and draw the foul and finish the bucket. So he's got, like I said, just got the good finishing around the rim, wanting to dunk everything. Really good lob threat, and along with that, he does have a decent jump shot outside to around 15 feet. He's got pretty solid form on it. It looks like he could possibly expand his range. I don't know if that's necessarily, his strength or will be one of his strengths, but he has shown the ability to shoot mid-range jump shots, which just kind of opens up a lot of things for him on the offensive side of the ball. So now looking at some of the weaknesses with Khalifa Diop, one of the first things is that he is basically all right hand dominant. He has really no left hand, I guess, around the rim. He's trying to finish everything right-handed, post moves, dunks, layups, whatever the case may be. He's trying to do it all right-handed. So he's going to have to develop that left hand, work on finishing with left hand around the hoop, work on the touch with the left hand, and be able to go both ways, or finish with both hands, not just to the right hand. Every single time. Along with that, he has a tendency to kind of bring the ball down low on offensive rebounds for putbacks, where he can get stripped or have the little guys be able to get their hands on the ball and not allow him to get that quick, easy putback off the offensive rebound. And then kind of another thing is he does seem to have weak hands in terms of catching passes. He tends to bobble a lot of passes. Weak hands, and when he cuts or off kind of drop offs, doesn't have the best hands in catching those, and that's something that a lot of big guys kind of struggle with, especially when they're younger. And I think that's something that he should be able to develop and continue to work on, is just being able to catch passes, catch lobs, everything right away, and not bobble it or fumble it around. And then kind of the final weakness, or just the thing about him, is he's extremely raw. He seems like another young big guy that's just got really, high amount of athletic ability, but the skills and the footwork and kind of the coordination just 100% aren't there yet. So he is a really raw talent, a really raw player, and someone that will take, I believe, a couple of years to develop, work on his, footwork, coordination, just everything that comes with being, 6'11", blocking shots, dunking, just, really refining his skills and just improving. So like I said, I think he'll be a player that'll take a couple years to develop. But let's go ahead and look at the conclusion and the type of player that he could become at the NBA level. So in conclusion, like I said, Khalifa Diop is projected to be a late second-round pick in this year's draft. By everything that I've read about him, watched of him, film, highlights, whatever the case may be, he seems like a player that would be a great pick for someone, late in the second round if they need kind of a big guy off the bench to come in, catch lobs, protect the rim, just kind of bring them energy. Seems like a player that plays with a lot of energy, a lot of emotion, and I think that he would really help out a team that would draft him late in the second round. I think he could, honestly, after a couple of years, be looked at as a steal of the second round and someone that's drafted, that late, in the draft. So I think he's going to be a player that will take a couple years to continue to develop. He's pretty raw right now, but he's got really good athletic ability. He's got good size. He tries to dunk everything around the rim, just hammer everything. I love that out of the big guy. He's a good lob threat, rim protector, and I think he would be a great pick for anyone in the late second round. I think he'd be a steal, honestly, after a couple years if he gets with the right team in the right situation. They develop him, really let him just kind of be him, block shots and dunk everything. So, I want to hear from all you guys in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts on Khalifa Diop? Do you think he will be a steal of this year's draft? Do you think he's a kind of a big guy that won't turn out or won't really necessarily develop his game or get exponentially better at anything? Leave that all in the comment section down below. Make sure to hit the like button on this video. As always, hit the subscribe button. Share the video with your friends. We appreciate all the support on all the videos. All the comments. We love interacting with you guys. So make sure you leave those all down below. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.